Hi, you all welcome to the YouTube podcast. I am Oluwatobi Bokombiola, otherwise known as ATJ. Sorry, I am now Adeyemo, Mrs. Adeyemo, like my surname just changed. Yeah, on the 4th of May, 3rd and 4th of May 2024. So this is just to let you all know that I am happily married. Okay, I'm shy. Yeah, I'm super excited to be sharing this space with you all, and you all as family members will be getting all the tea directly from me. I mean, no one else deserves that. Yeah, that's how your family members. So you wonder who the set of people I call family members, they are my subscribers. Yeah. So if you're yet to subscribe to this year podcast, please do so that you can be counted as a family member. Once again, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. As you all know, I speak about faith, love, life, business, and everything in between. So while I welcome you to this new phase of mine, as in the married phase, I'm sure you all have seen so much of me when I was single. Like, I shared a lot about faith, love, life, business, and everything in between. And now I'm super excited that I'm going to be sharing a part of me. I know I have said so much about love, but now I'll be talking not from the theoretical point of view, but from an experience. As an experience. When I mean experience, I mean like I've tasted love. I am currently tasting love. Yeah, so I'm super, super glad to carry you along in this phase. So today, while I welcome you, to this phase and welcome myself, I just want to say something, I will definitely be sharing some things about my husband. I know some people have met my husband on social media. Our wedding was streamed on this channel, so I want to believe that you know my husband. But if you don't, seeing his picture is not the same as knowing him. So yeah, I'll be telling you a few things about my husband, and definitely I'll bring him to this channel once in a while. And also, we would definitely have a time where we, tell you some things about our relationship, like how our courtship went, and because we actually had our courtship. Okay, I'm not gonna give you all the tea now. My husband and I, we traveled to Nigeria for our wedding, and so you can tell that we experienced. We got married in Deeper Life, that's our church, right? And we experienced like courtship from like two worlds, the Western and then the African perspective. So we'll bring that to you. Hopefully my husband is willing to share, but if it's not, well, let's see about that. Your desires. I just want to tell someone out there that your desires are valid. The Bible says the desires of the righteous shall be granted, and you don't have to settle for less. So there's a lot I will share with you on this channel, really a whole lot. But then I think today I'll start with my life before I met my husband. And, I used to be some type of way, like I've always loved quality time, like it's my major love language. But before I met my husband, I already felt like, okay, you have to choose your battle wisely. Like, there are no men that would like have all the time, give a woman all of their attention. Like, I almost settled. I almost settled, I almost believed that, okay, you can't have it all. Like, you have to choose a struggle, right? Like, choose your battle. I almost believe that because I was seeing the pattern in men that he's either hardworking and doesn't have the time, or he has the time but he's not hardworking. I don't know if you know what I mean. I don't know if I'm making sense, but yeah, that was the ideology I was almost believing. So I started like making peace with that fact. Like, you just have to like choose one. Which one is better? Do you want a hardworking man that will not have time for you, or you want a man that has time for you and then he's not like hardworking, he's not driven in life, he's just laid back and all of that. But God knows us, and the Bible verse that says His thought towards us are of peace and not of evil, to give us an expected hand, right? It's so real. Like, it's played out in my life, because when I met my husband, the first 2 months of our relationship, I thought it was just playing that card, because of course, when you have an exam, you have to put your best foot forward. You have to do your best, right? When you have an interview, you probably wear your best suit in the wardrobe. You wear your best dress. You know what I mean? So when I met my husband, and then he was giving me all the time, and then he's super hardworking, I was like, really? Like, okay, let's see. Well, for me, I would say that I went with my husband because I was really convinced about him. Like, it came at the point I wasn't even expecting. Like, I didn't want to be in a relationship at the time it came, because that's a stereotype at the time. But then I just wanted to focus on graduating. Like, I was in my final semester, as a master's student, and I just wanted to focus on my education at the time, and then maybe after graduation we can look into relationship. That was it for me, But then God said no, and the conviction I had for my husband was really strong. Like, I couldn't even run. It was really loud. It was like everywhere. Well, I will share that with you, how I got convinced about my husband. I will share that with you in another episode. But for now, I just want to talk about the things, like the ideology I believed before I met him, and what God proved to me after I met my husband. So I already settled for that. I mean, I made peace with that. Like, okay, you can't really have it all. There's nothing like 100% or 360 degree, you know what I mean? So yeah. But when my husband started, of course, my husband is a medical doctor, and you know what they are shifts with. Like, sometimes they're on 24 hours call, sometimes they're on 12 hours call, night, all of the stuff, night call and all of that. So I wasn't expecting, you can't be a doctor and be laid back. So my husband is a very, very, I don't know how to put it now, he has a great vision. Like, we resonate on the same frequency, and for someone like him, I was really expecting he won't have time. So I wasn't really expecting. My husband would call me in the beginning of our relationship, like call. And because I was already somewhere, like my orientation was already like, I had a different orientation about that already before he came. So I was like, guy, don't feel entitled to my time, So I know that must have hurt him. Of course it did. And he was like, I just want to talk to you. I want to hear your voice. I'm like, you're at work, And every opportunity, you always call me. I was like, okay. He would always call me at every point. He would always create time when he's very busy. Like, he would not mind going to the restroom just to put a call through to me. Like, always chat me up, call me on video call, all this stuff. And I was like, okay, is it trying to put all these things together, or put it all because the relationship is new, and he's trying to I was just patient, well, I will see his true color. That was my orientation. But trust me, this man remained consistent. First month, second month, third month, fourth, fifth, sixth. Later, I realized that his love language was quality time. I realized that his major love language as well as quality time. And that was when I shared with him where I was at before I met him. And he was like, he actually loves quality time. Like when he's in a relationship with me, and then he wants us to give each other all the time. And I was like, wait, so you actually exist in flesh and blood? Like someone like you exists in this generation where you prioritize your woman, as in you give her all the time, and then you're also hardworking, you also love God. Like the reason I'm sharing this with you all is just for you not to settle. Like, don't let any situation or the realities around you, maybe the pattern you're studying, the men around you, the pattern of men you're studying, don't let it like affect who you truly are. Like, I have always wanted someone who would also love quality time like I do, but because of the patterns I was seeing around me, I felt like, okay, men in this generation cannot have the two, like hardworking and quality time and loving the Lord, all these things together in one person. I felt like it's not possible. So I was almost settling, but then God proved to me that you can have it all in God, and then the desires of the righteous shall be granted. So I was like, oh, so someone like you. And trust me, my husband and I gave him consent April, on the 12th of April 2023, and it's been over a year. We got married May 4th, right, 2024. And my husband has been consistent. Like, there is no day he wouldn't call me. Like, we talk every time. And even now that we're married, my husband is at work. He's texting me. The hospital he works is just right in front of our house. And every time he's free, he comes to the house. It's like, hey, my wife, are you okay? You know, when he can't come to the house, he calls me. So he has been consistent. And I didn't tell him about who I was. Like, okay, I love quality time. So later he found out when I saw that it was the energy from his side was consistent. I felt like I didn't want to tell him that I love quality time so he doesn't play by my card. I wanted to study him. I wanted him to love me the way he understands love and the way he wanted. So I didn't tell him I like this, I don't like this, because I wanted him to be very original. So yeah, and then his originality was exactly what I was praying for. I was like, oh God, this man exists in flesh and blood. And so I don't tell you that God made you who you are for a reason. Like, he puts in those traits in your life to fit in the right person, not the wrong person. So if you're meeting people that they have to make you change who you are, when I mean change who you are, I don't mean like when you have to work on your flaws now. No, that is valid, because everyone seeks growth, right? So you also want to grow, right? So I'm not talking about the flaws. I'm talking about the good part of you, the part of you that is just natural, like your love language, the things that really make you happy, the things that really fill your heart up. Because I can't imagine my husband not being a quality time person. Nothing would have replaced that for me. It would have created a void in my heart. So that thing that really matters to you, that you cannot compromise, don't get to that point. Don't let life and the realities around you make you settle for people that can't give you that thing that makes you feel I don't know how to put it now. Nothing that fills you up, you know what I mean? Yeah, that thing that fills you up. Don't let any reality, any wrong reality around you. That is not your reality. God made you who you are to fit perfectly. Imagine if I had changed myself completely to someone that doesn't like quality time. My husband would have had a very hard time being with me. But it was very easy for me to go back to my original self, my actual self, because that's always been who I was. Like, that's my actual personality. So it was very easy for me. Imagine if I had changed that part, if I had, like, because it seemed as though there are no guys like my husband, or that could give me what my husband, that could give me that I really wanted in a man. If I had settled, my husband would have been like, God, but you led me to this woman and she does not have my time. And you know, quality time is always, God knows what he's doing when he made you who you are. So if you like quality time, please. In fact, I used to think I was a gum body. I was a clingy person. But come on. My husband is another level of gum body. Oh, well, so he only his wife anyway. Yeah, my husband really likes quality time, and I felt like, oh wow, where have you been all my life, you know? Because imagine talking to someone for like 5 hours on video call, and then you just want to power your phone, or maybe you want to talk to your friend and like, are you tired of seeing my face? I was like, oh my God, we've been talking for like 5 hours and then you're saying, are you tired of seeing my face? Yeah. And I really, you know, quality time was really natural for him, and it was natural for me. I thought I loved quality time, but my husband's quality time is on another level, and I love it. You know, no one is saying what. I mean, I'm not saying it's clingy, and he's not saying I'm too attached to him. No, because this is what we've always wanted in our partner. So don't let anybody make you feel like, oh yeah, Gumbody, you're doing too much, you're asking for too much attention. Don't let anybody make you feel like that. God put that trait in you for the right person, and trust me, the person that is meant for you will see those qualities and be like, where have you been all my life? That is how it's supposed to be. You're who you are for a reason. The good traits in you, the good things in you, your configuration, I'll put it like that. Your configuration is for the perfect one, not for not for sorry, my husband is recording, so he's telling me that time is going. Okay, yeah, no problem. So that's it. Really, that's it. I just want to really encourage you that the desires of the righteous shall be granted, and you can have it all in God. Like, you can have it all. You can have all the things you desire in a partner under God. But you see, the first thing is to trust God, because God gave us to each other. My husband and I, God gave us to each other. I will give you all the tea as I promised. But then, if there is anyone you want me to go first, like you want me to talk about first, let me know in the comment section so I can like prioritize what you want. Yeah, see you again on the next episode. Till then, I remain AJ. Bye.